Let's do a horn test right here. There's a lot of space in the back. It rides comfortably. If there's one gripe with the visibility, it's this A pillar right here that's a bit forward. Power delivery is smooth and linear. Just what you'd expect from a family car like this. Hey guys, here we have the all-new Hyundai Stargazer X, and today we are going to be doing a POV test drive. But before that, let's go ahead and check out the exterior and interior. First, this is a facelifted model, which means it has a redesigned front fascia. Gone is the two-tier headlight design in place with a singular unit. So this is your main headlights already. You get this large grille with some interesting accents. As you move towards the side, you can still see that familiar silhouette with that black body cladding. Just for that added rugged appeal, you get a nice large greenhouse for more visibility. This is the rear of the Stargazer X. It also has a redesigned taillight. There's still an H pattern with the LEDs, and you got Stargazer X badging right there. The license plate is also moved towards the bumper. Let's check out the boot space. There's a touchpad underneath there. This is the cargo space that you get with the third row up. But if you want more cargo flexibility, you can always fold it down. There you go, for more space. Underfloor storage, you get a lot of storage space down below. And let's move towards the back seat. Check out the rear space. Climbing in is very easy thanks to its ride height. And if you close it, there's a solid door sounding. Rear materials, there are hard plastics on the door cards for the rear, but the armrest is nicely padded. I get tons of legroom together with footroom. I have cavernous amounts of headroom thanks to the height of the vehicle, and you get this flip down center armrest. You get rear air vents right here with your fan speed controls to keep rear passengers cool. On the driver's side at the rear, you have map pockets and a slot for your phone. You also get a flip out table on the passenger side so you can have a snack. There's also two USB charging ports and a cubby hole right here so you can place your phone while it's charging. Can also sit 3 people abreast, but there's a bit of a hump on the center tunnel. This is the dash of the Stargazer X, and we'll get into that more as we move towards the front. To get in the third row, there's a lever right here. It's a one-touch system, and getting in is fairly easy thanks to the large door opening. So I have the third row set to my position. I have decent amount of legroom, footroom. There's just enough room for my feet. I have decent amount of headroom as well. It is fairly okay for short trips, but taller passengers may feel a bit cramped. You get a cup holder back here and some more storage items on both sides. You get a 12-volt power outlet for the third row as well. Let's hop inside. There's just this high door sill, but getting in is still fairly easy. Solid door sounding. The front door cards do have hard plastics up top, but the armrest padding is still soft. This is the key for the Hyundai Stargazer X. It looks very premium with this metallic finish on the buttons and this nice textured brown color for the surround. So you have your lock, unlock, remote start, and your trunk release. So to start the vehicle, just have the key inside, put your foot on the brake, and press the start-stop button. The 1.5 liter 4-cylinder engine fires up to life, and if you want to turn on the air conditioning, there's a toggle here for the fan speed. This is a redesigned panel. You have this touchpad to control your automatic single-zone climate control. To put the vehicle in drive, there's a traditional gear selector and an electronic parking brake, which disengage automatically as you put the vehicle in drive. We are currently riding on this cobbled road, and first impressions, it's still comfortable, soaks it pretty well. The steering is light, so it will be easy to maneuver around the city. Now that we're up to speed, there's a bit of road noise going inside the cabin now. The engine is fairly responsive and the IVT shifts are seamless. The driver gets this leather-wrapped steering wheel with some stitching on the inner rim. Off to the left you have your radio controls with your Bluetooth telephone and favorite button right here. Off to the right you have your trip computer controls, so you can cycle through the different menus here on the digital gauge, or activate the cruise control, which is adaptive, so you get forward collision warning and lane departure warning as well. You also get a tire pressure monitoring system. The driver sees a 10.25-inch digital display with some analog design for the gauges, for the speedometer and tachometer. It looks very classy. And if you switch driving modes, it will also change the design. So when you're in sport, there's a bit of a sportier design to it with some carbon fiber on the background. For eco, it's much more green and high-tech. And for normal, it's that classic design. There's also a 10.25-inch center infotainment touchscreen with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay capability. This is your standard Hyundai stuff. You have your quiet mode, your sounds of nature. With quiet mode, what that does is that it only plays your radio or Bluetooth audio on the front speakers, so that rear passengers won't be disturbed if they're sleeping. And you have sounds of nature, so if you want to relax, you can choose which vibe you want here on the touchscreen. So pretty handy feature if you're feeling stressed. The overall dash design has that minimalist appeal to it. There's also this handy feature of a cell phone holder, wherein you will put a holder here, so your phone will be here on your eyesight. Visibility throughout is quite good, although the windshield is steeply raked. We're currently driving in sport mode, and it will change the shift points and the throttle inputs to a much more aggressive setting. This vehicle is designed primarily for families looking for a bigger car. I think the Stargazer X delivers with that promise because there's a lot of space in the back. It rides comfortably. Let's do a horn test right here. Ooh. If there's one gripe with the visibility, it's this A-pillar right here that's a bit forward. And it's quite thick, so when people are crossing the street, sometimes it can be blocked by this A-pillar. But thankfully you have quarter windows on the front, so you can still see somewhat of your blind spot there. The materials used throughout is quite good. You have this nice contrast stitching and this soft touch material here on the dash. You also get a good amount of storage solutions here on the center console. You have a 12-volt power outlet, charging ports, and a wireless charging pad right here. You have 2 cup holders neatly located here. There's a good amount of steering feedback. It's still light, but it doesn't feel heavily assisted. For reverse, the backup camera will automatically engage. That's the front cone. So it has front and rear parking sensors apart from the backup camera. You can also change the view. Power delivery is smooth and linear. Just what you'd expect from a family car like this. Okay, to put the car in park, just put the lever in P and it will automatically engage the parking brake. To turn off the vehicle, you can turn off the air conditioning here. There are also shortcut buttons here on this panel for your navigation. To turn off the vehicle, just push the start-stop button again. There you go. Okay guys, that was a POV test drive of the all-new Hyundai Stargazer X. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be notified once I upload a new video. This has been TJ. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.